And I always get that question though, everybody's looking for that golden nugget. Hey, what's that golden nugget that's just making you grow the way you're growing or whatever? The truth is there's not one. It's the combination. But the best golden nugget is do whatever somebody else isn't doing. If you find a neighborhood that nobody's doing mail outs, that's a great neighborhood to mail out. But if you mail out to a neighborhood that they got 5 other electricians mailing to them, that's a waste of money. So I actually hit a niche. This is kind of fun, but I think it was about 3 years ago. I was looking in the Yellow Pages, Yellow Pages, old, dead, whatever, right? All the big companies.
Apparently it's still alive. I just found out that people are still advertising in the Yellow Pages. I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yep. So I found a gray area. None of the big guys around here that, that are marketing way more than I am, were in it. So I put an ad in there, man, we got some great jobs off of it. And then 2 years later, there's quite a few big guys in it and I'm not getting anything off it anymore. So it's really the biggest nugget I'd say is do whatever everybody else isn't doing.
This episode is brought to you by 10X Nerds. If you're a business owner doing real revenue, there's a good chance you're overpaying in areas you haven't even looked at. Things like credit card processing, insurance, telecom, and more. 10X Nerds comes in, audits your expenses across 30 plus categories, and finds immediate savings. And here's the kicker. They only get paid if they save you money. It's a complete no-brainer. If you want to keep more of what you make, go check them out at 10xnerds.com. This episode is brought to you by Rakowski Law Firm. If you're a business owner or have built a level of wealth, but you don't have your estate plan dialed in, you're exposed. Rakowski Law Firm helps families and business owners protect their assets, avoid probate, and make sure everything transfers exactly how it should. This isn't just paperwork, it's a real strategy to protect your legacy. If you haven't looked at your plan in a while or don't have one, go to rakowskilawfirm.com. This episode is brought to you by my friend Silas Lagoy over at ForgeMark Wealth. If you're a high-income business owner or professional and feel like you're getting crushed by taxes, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not stuck. ForgeMark Wealth specializes in advanced legal tax strategies and wealth planning designed to help you keep more of what you make, grow it efficiently, and actually build long-term freedom, not just income. If you're making serious money but don't have a real strategy behind it yet, I highly recommend connecting with Silas and his team. What's up, everybody? This episode is sponsored by ExitWise. If you're a business owner thinking about selling your company, whether that's now or years down the road, you need to know what your business is actually worth and how to maximize that exit. That's exactly what ExitWise does. They help you prepare, position, and ultimately sell your business by assembling a world-class team of M&A experts around you, guiding you from valuation all the way through closing. If you want to know what your business is really worth and how to increase that number before you sell, go check out exitwise.com and get ahead of it.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Builder's Bible. I'm joined by Bill Witty, owner and founder of W3 Electric. I'm excited because I haven't had an electrical services guy on the show. It's been a minute. And so, Bill, I'm excited to kind of pick your brain on what you guys are seeing and how you're growing your business, man. So tell us how you got started. Tell us about the company.
I'm glad to be here. So my wife and I started this company about 6 years ago. Started traditional storage, started in a garage, having material delivered. I'd get home at night, roll it into my garage so it wouldn't get stolen. And from there, now we have 11 trucks running. So we're on target we're aiming for 5 million this year, and things are growing and going. So we're excited for it. Family-owned business, just me and my wife making it happen.
That's awesome, dude. So started from your garage, 5 million and 11 trucks, dude. That's incredibly impressive. Do you just like pinch yourself for that kind of the growth where it's at?
Yeah. It's pushing every day. You're always looking for it. And then bringing the right people has been huge too. So that took me quite a few years to start learning the effect of that. So getting the right service manager has really helped me, and then getting the right leaders.
I love that. Well, when people ask you, maybe you can take this two ways. When clients or customers ask you, or maybe a potential technician asks you, like, what makes you guys different? What do you normally say to that?
Yeah. So one of the differences is we only do electrical. So I don't know about y'all's areas. I'm in a Dallas Metroplex, and here I'm pretty confident I'm the largest residential service company that only does electrical. Everybody else does all these trades. So day in and day out, start to finish, our training, our mindsets, everything is electrical. So we kind of stand out as the electrical service company in the area too. That's helping with competition, and it's also helping with drawing the right guys. Because as I'm standing out, like these guys are some of these guys are tired of working for AC companies that also do electrical. They want electrical. So it's been helping us draw the right people and helping us make an impact in the community for that too.
It's really interesting that you bring that up because I am not a home service guy by trade. I'm a financial advisor. So I've learned that y'all try to veer into each other's lanes a lot. The HVAC guy starts doing plumbing and he starts doing, one of my buddies here, he's got a $6 million HVAC company. He's like, we do light plumbing. I'm like, what does light plumbing mean? What does that even mean?
Yep.
So you've made a conscious decision to not do that, right?
So far, yes. I wanted to make sure that this electrical department, basically, I might add another trade in the future, but I'm going to wait till it doesn't need me whatsoever. Like I'm out of all the day-to-day training, everything. So, and right now I'm still pretty involved in all the trainings, teaching these guys, answering questions, stuff like that too. I got a service manager at this point, added him a few months ago, and it's been doing great, but I'm still here training our guys.
Yeah. Fascinating. So 2 questions. What is going really well with your company right now? And then what are some challenges you're facing?
Really well. Really the leadership. This last year God's given us the right people and leadership has been a big impact. So before that, because you wear all the hats as the business owner. And so now I'm able to start taking these hats off. And man, my goal is to find someone who can wear the hat better than I can. That's when I know I'm doing great. And I got service manager doing that. I got a general manager doing that. I got an admin doing that. I got a call center manager doing that. So now it's like, man, let's grow. Let's focus. That's been huge impact. Then the biggest struggle, and one of them is material and parts. I can't get our trucks organized properly and then headache. But I had this mindset that I wanted every part we could possibly need on every single truck. And I've learned that that's not best for everybody else. That actually can kind of confuse them. Because like too many parts, right? And you can't keep up with the stocks. Where this year we're really fine tuning what our truck stock's going to be down to the essentials. If we don't use it within a 6-month time frame, we're not keeping it in the truck stock. So we might have some backups in the shop or something like that, but that's really what we're trying to focus on, getting our truck stock right and measurable.
Yeah, that's really important. I know that one of the decisions a lot of home service companies need to make is like how much stuff they keep in their truck. Like, do you roll up to the job prepared for anything, or do you have to go back to the shop to restock? Like, how do you guys typically handle that?
Yeah, so our trucks when I started, I had over 600 parts in the truck. Like it was nuts. We've gotten it down to, we're probably about 400 now. And we plan on trimming it even more. But our trucks are fully stocked. So when they get done with the job, we use Service Titan. And Service Titan, they type in whatever material they use on that job. It goes to my warehouse. My warehouse pulls the material and has it ready for them the next day. So it's a clean, easy setup. But with so many materials, man, it's almost like overwhelming. Couldn't find the right material, stuff like that. So now that we're fine tuning it, we're actually finding that the guys maintain their trucks better. They keep the material ordered. And if it's a one-off thing, like as an example, we don't even keep light almond plugs and switches anymore. It's kind of rare. So it's a one-off, you get that one rare job, we'll just go grab the material in that moment, get it taken care of. And if it's something big, we're actually we're also building an install team. So like breaker panels and stuff. My guys everybody did everything. But now my breaker panel jobs, I have a guy he's phenomenal at breaker panel jobs. He does them so efficient, so fast, and so clean that we're making him the specialist in that. And so now none of my guys have to carry panels on their truck. They carry way less breakers because of that. It's helping the whole process be smoother too. So.
What I'm clueless on this space. What's the number one reason you're in people's homes? Like, what is it? The outlet's not working. Like, what's the number one reason people call you?
Yeah, for us, the number one reason is troubleshooting. Something not working. Lights flickering, plug not working. My light didn't come on. That's really because we do service work, so it's primarily repairs, and then you can really categorize them into 3 categories. So it's repairs, replacements, or it's new install. You know, that kind of context. But most of ours are repairs, and then occasionally people call us, wanting new lighting added, stuff like that, or something's burned up and they just need replaced. Well,
I'm assuming a lot of people are finding you by referral. What's the other big way? Are you doing any paid ads? Are you doing any sort of like pay-per-click type stuff?
I pretty much do everything. I mean, the only thing I'm not doing is, even TV, I'm doing a little bit more like targeted TV, not like broadcast TV. But I haven't done any radio. But we do pay-per-click, we do Google, we do Facebook, we do everything. We do mail outs, we do door hangers, we do yard signs, you name it, we're kind of doing it. So that's contributed to what we're doing. And I always get that question though, everybody's looking for that golden nugget. Hey, what's that golden nugget that's just making you grow the way you're growing or whatever? The truth is not one. It's the combination, but the best golden nugget is do whatever somebody else isn't doing. If you find a neighborhood that nobody's doing mail outs, that's a great neighborhood to mail out. But if you mail out to a neighborhood that they got 5 other electricians mailing to them, that's a waste of money. So I actually hit a niche. This is kind of fun, but I think it was about 3 years ago. I was looking in the Yellow Pages, Yellow Pages, old, dead, whatever, right? All the big companies.
Apparently it's still a lot. I just found out that people are still advertising in the Yellow Pages.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yep. So I found a gray area. None of the big guys around here that, that are marketing way more than I am, were in it. So I put an ad in there, man, we got some great jobs off of it. And then 2 years later, there's quite a few big guys in it and I'm not getting anything off it anymore. So it's really the biggest nugget I'd say is do whatever everybody else isn't doing.
This episode is brought to you by Blue Collar Business Advisors. If you're running an HVAC, plumbing, electrical, or landscaping, or any other type of home service business and wondering where all the money is going despite growing your revenue, you need to talk to Paul Maskill. Paul has scaled and sold multiple blue collar businesses and now helps business owners improve cash flow, profitability, and financial clarity through outsourced CFO services. His clients gain a better understanding of their numbers, build predictable profits, and create a business that supports the life they actually want. One of the things I appreciate most about Paul is he's not just a finance guy. He's been in the trenches as an owner. He understands the challenges of running blue-collar businesses because he's done it himself. If you're doing a few $1 million a year in revenue and want to stop guessing at your numbers and start building real wealth, head over to bluecollaradvisors.com. That's thebluecollaradvisors.com and schedule a discovery call with Paul and his team. Blue Collar Business Advisors, helping blue-collar business owners build financially healthy companies and achieve permanent profitability. This episode is brought to you by Corberry Digital. If you own an HVAC, plumbing, electrical, roofing, or home service business and you're tired of wondering where your next lead is coming from, you need to check out Corberry Digital. Corberry specializes exclusively in helping home service companies dominate their local markets through SEO, Google Ads, local service ads, websites, content marketing, and lead generation systems that actually produce a measurable ROI. Their team doesn't just focus on clicks and impressions. They help contractors lower customer acquisition costs, increase qualified leads, and build a marketing engine that scales. What I like about Corberry is they understand the blue collar space. They aren't trying to be everything to everyone. Their entire focus is helping trades businesses win in their backyard and generate more profitable jobs. If you're looking to grow your business, improve your online visibility, and build a marketing system that works, visit Corberry.com and schedule a strategy session with their team. That's Corberry.com. Tell them you heard about them on the podcast. This episode is brought to you by Jonathan Keim and the teams at 360 Commercial Roofing and Top Roof Marketing. If you own or manage commercial property or you're a roofing contractor looking to grow, Jonathan has spent more than a decade helping businesses protect their buildings and scale through proven commercial roofing and marketing systems. His companies specialize in commercial roofing solutions, roof asset management, and marketing built specifically for the roofing industry. Whether you need a trusted commercial roofing partner or want to generate more qualified roofing leads, check out 360 Commercial Roofing or Top Roof Marketing. You can go to www.360, like 360, commercialroofing.com, and Top Roof Marketing, www.toproofmarketing.com. Now let's get into today's episode. Well, and I was actually just on your site here and I noticed that you have this thing on your site that pops up to the left. It shows all the work that's being done around me, which is kind of like, dang, these guys are, pretty prevalent in my city. I feel like now I should hire these guys,
Yes, sir. That's pretty cool.
Did your marketing agency make you do that, or how did that work?
That's a company called
Real Work, it looks like.
RealWorks, yes, RealWorks. So they have a big package. We kind of fine-tuned with them, a small package, but it's like something you can put on your website, and then when you get reviews, it'll put it on there, and then you can find the pictures for that job and kind of post it with those jobs, and it really makes a good presence on your website.
That is neat. That's the first time I've noticed something like that. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let's talk about AI for a second. How are you guys integrating AI into your business?
We do a little bit. I have found that some people get too engulfed in AI. So AI, the overall goal of AI that I see the value in is helping you do stuff, not replacing. Like when you get into like you're replacing your whole call center, that AI is not me better than real people and stuff like that. Now, if it is better than real people, the truth is you're not training your people well enough. That needs to be in analytics. But just some little stuff that we do. One of the things that my guys do out in the field is they take pictures of like customer's kitchen, and they'll like have the AI build the picture with under cabinet lights. And we sold tons of under cabinet light jobs from doing that. So that's been a big help. Helping on some of my guys' wording of debriefing. because they can kind of just talk to it and give it the notes, and then it'll
So
write.
wait a second. Hold on. That's really interesting. I want to pause on that for a
Yeah.
second. So you'll have your guys go take a picture of their cabinets or whatever and say, you have chat or whatever
Yeah,
tool, like
ChatGPT, it does it.
make it look like they have under cabinet lights, and then you'll show it to the customer and they're like, holy crap, that looks amazing. I want to do that.
Yep, it works fantastic.
That's actually freaking brilliant.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
one of my guys came up with that, and he shared it with the group, and this is part of a culture that we have of just helping each other. And man,
Yeah.
now it's part of our training. It's like, hey, look, everybody needs a ChatGPT account just for this little stuff, you know.
Yeah.
It just helps you be better. That's the real goal.
That's great. Give that guy a raise. Give that guy a raise. That's a great idea. Yeah. That's a great idea.
Yeah, he got one naturally just from increasing his sales, increasing his customer service. So
that's great,
and the customers love it. So
yeah, that's great. What's next for you guys? Where are you trying to be in 3 and 5 years?
So we're growing and just adding more to it. So I would like to eventually grow in what we offer to customers. So some of this home automation, we haven't really dove into that yet. So I want to get into doing that, where you can walk in a house and the house knows you're there and it'll turn on certain lights, different stuff like that. Like pretty slick stuff. I just haven't grown too much into it. Admittedly, I actually am looking at adding another trade. So I am looking at adding HVAC. Now that my team is just fine-tuned, hitting it, doing great. I'm looking for the right, God's got to put the right person in my life for me to add something like that, because we have such a great culture. I don't want to risk bringing somebody in that's not a right fit with that. But that's what I see happening in the next couple of years is adding HVAC.
What's the breakdown of, do you get brought into any sort of, do you have any like larger accounts like home builders, or is it all just purely residential individual consumers trying to get you guys to fix stuff in their house?
29% is all homeowners. So when I first started off, I had to do, and we did the warranty companies, and you had to do whatever you had to do to get customers in all reality.
Yeah.
And then from there, your goal was to win them so much that they don't go through that company to get to you. They go directly to you, and then word of mouth. And as that grows, then you can start growing into having like a marketing budget, and there's different levels, like yard signs. Everybody should be doing some kind of yard sign, either street corner, whatever it is, and then you grow upon that. Making sure your vehicle wraps is one of the biggest, best marketing investments you can do. People seeing you. But then, a little tip, when you have your vehicles wrapped, right? Try to compact your service area. So I see so many of these guys starting off their first, second year, and they're moving all over the Metroplex. They're, an hour this way, an hour that way, all that. But if you can like dominate a couple little neighborhoods, they're going to see your truck so many times. They're going to think you're huge. You're the professional guy in that area, and you're going to start getting neighbors and growing in that concept. So we've really done that. We don't do the whole DFW Metroplex, Dallas. We really are east and north. And it's like we've hyper focused on certain areas, and we have our neighborhoods, and we focus on.
That's really good, man. I think that there's so much opportunity out there today. And I've done a deep dive on like advertising on chat and like how to get more people to find you on chat and Google and Gemini and Claude. And one of the things that I think is a cheat code for service-based businesses right now is being hyper clear on what you do and where you do it, and shrinking your service area, like you just said. Because if you say, hey, I really just crush in this one neighborhood and all of your reviews are tied to this neighborhood, like you're going to be the go-to. And there's probably so much opportunity in that one little neighborhood. And whenever somebody looks it up on chat, you're going to be the guy, and it's free money right now. I think that's a great cheat code. I love that idea.
You can either be a minnow in a giant lake, or you can be a big fish in a small pond. And I'd rather be that big fish that everybody notices.
I love that. I was going to ask you, just out of curiosity, because here in Denver, we have a lot of homes that were built in the 40s, especially in the city where we live, and a lot of like outdated electrical panels. I know we had to redo our electrical or had to revamp it. Are there any quirky things about some of the homes and how they're built in the Dallas area with regards to their electrical?
Gotcha. It used to be, we used to have, but I feel like most of them have been updated. Like we used to have a whole section of Dallas that was knob and tube. I'm talking like 10 years ago. But since then, we hardly ever find knob and tube. Are you familiar with knob and tube at all? It's basically wire that's not in a jacket, and it just runs through your attic, and you can go up there and get hurt very easily. It's the first form of electrical wiring they had in houses. We do still have some aluminum wiring neighborhoods though in the Dallas Metroplex, and so we probably rewire maybe 3 of those a year as a company. But that aluminum wiring, man, it oxidizes and it has issues. So, but other than that, pretty much standard stuff, lights, plugs, breakers. Yep.
That's good, man. What's Bill, what's something we haven't talked about today that gets you fired up?
Oh, man, I just love business. So something else I've been doing now that I have a little bit more free time, leadership stuff like that, is kind of reaching out to other business owners, not for the context of selling to each other, but the context of inspiring each other. So we actually have a men's group of guys, entrepreneurs that we are trying to meet every Tuesday for lunch, and it's really good to do something like that because as an entrepreneur, it becomes a lonely world, man. It's like you're doing all this stuff, and it's like nobody can understand what it's like to have employees and the stress of customers and all of it sitting on your shoulders. So it's good to like have some camaraderie with somebody else doing that.
Yeah.
So,
I
yeah,
love that. Well, man, beautiful website, incredible service. I love the branding. I love the vision
appreciate it.
and the culture. You know, I have lots of friends in Dallas because of Rise Up King. So I hope some of them are going to listen to this episode and give you some business.
That'd be great. Yeah.
If people want to learn more about who you are and what you do, where can they go?
So for me specifically, I'd say Facebook. So look me up, Bill Witty with W3 Electric. Facebook's probably my best way because it's I like putting a face with a name. So it helps me with that. Next is our, for our company, go to our website, callw3.com. Real simple to know, real simple to remember, callw3.com. And we're here to help.
I love that, man. Well, thanks so much for coming on the podcast. Don't go anywhere because I want to keep talking, but thanks for coming on the show.
Sounds great. Thanks, Andrew.